Welcome to a Nara healing space for you. Overthinking is one of the greatest illnesses of the modern age. It drains your energy, causes anxiety, and keeps you awake at night. The Buddha taught that all suffering arises from the mind. If we learn how to return to ourselves, we can stop the endless cycle of thoughts. Here are 10 simple teachings to help you find peace again. 1. Recognize the restless mind. The Buddha said, "The mind is the forerunner of all things." When you find yourself lost in endless thoughts, the very first step is to know that you are overthinking. Pause for a moment and whisper to yourself, "I am overthinking." This simple awareness is already mindfulness. It's like knowing you are dreaming while still in the dream. You are no longer fully trapped. Once you recognize the restless state of mind, you have already created a small distance from it. That distance is the beginning of freedom. To return to your breath, the Buddha said, "Breath is life." Whenever the mind is spinning, stop everything and take one deep inhale, one slow exhale. A single mindful breath is more powerful than 100 chaotic thoughts. You can practice this anytime, walking on the street, waiting at a red light, or lying in bed before sleep. Each time you return to your breath, you step out of the maze of overthinking and come back to the present moment. This is the fastest medicine for a restless mind. 3. Don't believe every thought. The Buddha compared the mind to a monkey jumping from branch to branch. Thoughts constantly arise and disappear, and most of them are not facts. When your mind is restless, ask yourself, is this absolutely true? Usually, 90% of the things we worry about will never happen. Realizing this, you no longer take every thought as truth. Instead of being controlled by them, you learn to observe. Smile at them and let them go. 4. Contemplate impermanence. The Buddha said, "All conditioned things are impermanent." Thoughts are no exception. They arise and pass away like clouds drifting across the sky. If you try to hold on to them or push them away, your mind will become even more agitated. But if you see clearly that they are impermanent, you know they cannot last forever. The worry of today will vanish like the morning mist. Simply remembering, "This too shall pass," can already bring great relief. 5. Practice mindfulness in daily actions. The Buddha taught, mindfulness is the path to liberation. Overthinking occurs because the mind runs into the past or the future. The antidote is to place full attention on what you are doing. When you wash the dishes, only wash the dishes. When you eat, only eat. When you walk, only walk. With full presence, your mind dwells in the here and now, leaving no space for unnecessary thoughts. This is one of the most practical ways to calm the restless mind. 6. Let go of what is unnecessary. The Buddha said, letting go is the way to freedom. Not every thought deserves your attention. Imagine you are holding a heavy rock. If you release it, your hand feels light immediately. In the same way, most thoughts are just mental burdens. Learn to drop them instead of holding on. The art of letting go will open the space of peace in your mind. 7. Cultivate compassion. The Buddha said, a compassionate heart brings peace. Often, when we overthink, we blame ourselves for not being strong enough. That only creates more stress. Instead, embrace yourself with kindness. Whisper, I know you are worried, but I am here to take care of you. When you cultivate compassion for yourself, small anxieties naturally dissolve. A heart full of compassion becomes a safe home for the mind to rest. 8. Live simply. The Buddha taught, contentment is the greatest wealth. The more desires we have, the more complicated the mind becomes. And the more it overthinks. You can start simplifying your life. Fewer possessions, fewer comparisons, fewer unnecessary goals. When you know how to be content, your mind feels light. In a simple life, the mind has room to breathe. And overthinking no longer has a place to grow. 9. Practice silence. The Buddha often encouraged his disciples to meditate in silence. Spend a few minutes each day just sitting quietly, no phone. No talking, no doing. When you allow the mind to rest, it becomes clear like a still lake reflecting the sky. In silence, wisdom naturally arises. Overthinking cannot last long in silence because it feeds on noise and distraction. 10. See the true nature of the mind. The Buddha taught, this mind is not the self. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of thoughts. Once you realize that you are the one who sees, not the one who thinks, you become free. It's like sitting by the river watching the water flow. You are no longer swept away. This insight is the deepest liberation from overthinking. Overthinking is not destiny. Each time your mind becomes restless, remember these 10 teachings of the Buddha. Practice them little by little. and you will see your mind becoming calmer, your heart clearer. Peace is always within you. Namaste.